I'm trying to look at the funny aspect of whatever I remember. Rishab and we first met during Attahasa. I am looking forward Rakshit as director more. Kishore, I would run. I would be eating. Whatever. I would run.
Hello sir, this is a lighter segment, a fun segment I would like to call. So in your career you have interacted and worked with very prominent personalities. So in this chit, some of the names we have picked with whom you have worked, you will have to just pick them and talk about your best memory or what is it that you like about them and admire in them. So let's start.
Vetrimaaran. I think I've spoken most of my stuff with Vetri. I think me and Vetrimaaran connected on a different plane also, because we both were fond of animals, mainly the dogs, and in dogs the Rottweilers. I was fascinated by Rottweilers to begin with. So he had a Rottweiler at home. So I used to go to his place whenever I was in Chennai, just to be with her. Her name was Alagi. She was a wonderful dog. And what is interesting about Vetri is whatever he does in like meticulously, in very much in detail. So that's how he started rearing pigeons. He wanted to make Adukalam in Hindi with Dhanush only. And the backdrop was supposed to be the pigeon racing. And he still has birds in his office. On top of his office, on the terrace, he still has birds. When we were doing Vada Chennai, he was actually interacting with a lot of people from Middle East, from Europe. And he would say, if somebody taps my phone, I will be behind bars because they'll think that I'm a terrorist and I'm smuggling something. He would continuously interact with them. He would fly pigeons. His pigeons have won a lot of races. All that. He has gone totally into it. He wanted to study about pigeons. That's why he wanted to make a film on them. He started studying about it. He went totally into it. And I should say, Vetrimaaran was the one who tried the wig on me for the first time.
In
Adukalam was the first wig.
போலீஸ் ரைடு வரைக்கிறதும் சாவல கலவாண்டு போதும் இவங்க தானே பூச ஆரம்பிச்சிடாங்க.
இனிமே ஜெயிக்க முடியாது பயந்து போய் விளையாடுறீங்களாங்க.
ஏய் சங்க எடுத்து போடுவேன். நான் கேக்குற தோக்குறது பத்தி யோசிக்கணும்.
We went to a place where Daniel Balaji is very good in makeup and everything. He got his wig from a place and he took us there and we tried the wig on. It fit so well that he immediately took, even I have those pictures even now. He took a few pictures and said, Kishore, இது எப்படி இருக்குன்னா இந்த hair இது transplant இதில் ad கொடுப்பாங்க. In that ad, they'll put before and after. After removing the wig, I look like the before picture. Sad. I look sad without the hair.
So the next one.
All directors. Ranjith.
Okay.
Without him, we wouldn't be there in Rajani film. I wouldn't be there in Rajani film. And a lot of other actors from theatre, who came from theatre, wouldn't have got an opportunity at that level. Because Rajani film, just take a film after that. For example, Robo, in which Akshay Kumar comes and plays the villain.
Correct.
So where do we stand a chance? We don't stand a chance at all. So it's only because of Ranjith we all were there. Because he somehow liked all these actors who were originally from theatre, because he was also into theatre and the ideologies also matched. He was in the Dalit movement, all those things. So that's how we came to know each other. We connected on an ideological level, because they all were actually huge fans of Dr. D.R. Nagaraj, who happened to be my uncle. I can't claim credits for that. It just happened. We'll go to the next one. ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಓದಬೇಕಾ ನಾನು?
ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದೆ.
Rajan DK. Oh, elder directors. Yeah, as I told, a very easy team to work with. Otherwise, I don't know. I think even when I become a director, I'll not be able to work with anyone. That's why in my next film, I'm doing most of the job because I can't work with anyone.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised how two directors can work together. When an actor and a director can't, a cinematographer and a director can't. How can two directors work together? And they work. I have never seen them. They have different ideas, but somehow they are able to pull it off without any major scuffle.
Yeah.
It's really wonderful, really surprising thing, and they have pulled off some brilliant things in Bollywood.
Yeah, yeah.
And with Suri, they became producers also,
Correct.
and successful producers who
Exactly.
minted money like anything. And they somehow got the nerve of the audience. They know what works. They know
The
somehow.
middle class
Yeah,
ethos. Of sorts.
they know very well what works. And yeah, with Sri, I'm talking in the context of Sri. Otherwise, even with Family Man, how they actually, that was the first major series in Hindi which did that well, I think. So they're able to pull off. They know the audience well. They know cinema well. So that is fantastic. Otherwise, yeah, very easy to work. Again, very jovial. Dunya Suri. Why Dunya Suri? He's Suri for
Sorry. Yeah.
because he's done wonderful films. So we keep discussing about his next film, Midnight, which I also played a small role, which Kitty was the lead.
Right.
Intinina Priti.
Yeah, that is his film after Dunya.
Yeah.
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ವಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಲ್ಲ.
ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಸತ್ತೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ.
I think they should re-release it now.
Correct.
It is relevant any day because drinking alcoholism is a problem that even in our villages we keep facing that problem every day. So yeah, Suri, I'm just trying to because
but when
you said
that,
you said this is a fun part. I'm trying to look at the funny aspect of whatever I remember.
No, but when you said that Intinina Prithya, it has to be re-released. Let me just put that question, like, when the film didn't work that time, how did Suri react to it?
Yeah, any filmmaker that happens. So when he honestly makes a film, he wants to communicate with the audience. He thinks that this is something we need to discuss with the audience. There has to be a conversation with the audience. When there is a rejection from the audience, it actually disturbs a filmmaker. That's how Suri also reacted. He said, "I'll not make good films for these people. These people don't understand when I make a good film. When I make a film I believe in." Here I think we need to develop a culture, a film watching culture also. There are a lot of people who are doing it. There were a lot of organizations. Most of them have vanished. There are a few like Suchitra Film Society, a lot of people who promote people watching films, actually promote the audience. Yeah, Suri is that kind of filmmaker, a wonderful asset for Kannada cinema. He's been making very nice films, and initially he started with that dark side of the society, dark side of human nature and all that. Then he slowly moved on to funnier part also. It's nice to see him evolve. And his associates have been promoted as directors through him. That's nice. That's a nice trend that we see. Rishab Shetty. Rishab. Rishab and we met we first met during Attahasa. He was he was assisting Ramesh in that film, and he played a small role also in that film. Very interesting role. What we remember or what we talk, me and Ramesh, when we meet, what we talk about Rishab is that in between he was doing some construction business also. In between, these people were delaying and he wanted to go, and the shoot was still happening and his portions were not shot or something like that. But he had just gone away and these people wanted to shoot that scene on that day, and something like this happened. And finally Ramesh's wife was taking care of the production. She called finally found out where he was, and he had to make payments or something on a weekend. So then he came back and we finished that film. It's nice to see people like Rishab who are rooted in local culture, who know well about the local culture, and who are actually fearless about projecting the local culture on cinema on a larger scale.
Great.
Yes. Rakshit Shetty. I should be thanking Rakshit for casting me as Munna. In ಉಳಿದವರು ಕಣದು.
ಏ ಅವ್ನು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಹೆಸರು
Otherwise, the people, you need directors like that to break the monotony of everything.
Or your own image as such on screen.
Yeah, not only my image, it was the whole film was so fresh. This film will stay on for a very long time because the students of cinema will watch this again and again because of the narrative style. It was a non-linear narrative, and it's a very interesting narrative. So, a little ahead of times, or maybe we didn't do the marketing the right way, I think. If we had taken it to the audience it was intended for, and slowly brought it to the
mainstream.
To the mainstream, it would have been wonderful. But yeah, that film will definitely stay on for a long time. I expect and I am looking forward to Rakshit as director more. I loved the way he directed, and it was quite nice, and he was so open. I looked totally different from the way I was when I was cast for that role. I looked totally different, and when I went on set, it's totally different. They were okay with it. They improvised immediately. It was nice. It was nice working with him, the whole team. Mani Ratnam, pa. Headmaster Lashal bantu. Yeah. I'm not actually. I don't have the ability or ingredients to talk about Mani Ratnam, but yeah, as a fan, I definitely would not stop talking about his films, because we have anyone, I think, not only me, everyone, we have loved his first film, and the fact that he made his first film in Kannada, that gives us a sense of belonging. He's our director because he made his first film in Kannada. That will always be there. That admiration will always be there, and the way he handles emotions and the way his perception of those emotions is wonderful. I know whether we all will be able to do something like that. It's impossible. Otherwise, we'll also become Mani Ratnam if we do that. We'll not be able to. And the way he handles everything is, and the energy levels mainly. So at that age, after a series of heart attacks that he had, he comes on sets at 6 o'clock. He calls for the shots at 6 o'clock. By that time, we have to be ready. And this thing had a lot of makeup also. We had to, but it was 3 o'clock makeup call sheet. We used to reach there at 3 o'clock, and then 2 hours makeup. 5:30 we would be ready, have breakfast at 5 o'clock, then go into the sea. We had to shoot, majority of the portions were in the sea. The Thailand schedule was hectic. And he would call 6 hours, Kishore, again. I would run, I would be eating, sir, whatever. I would run. So it was like he was like a headmaster only during the whole shoot. But it's nice. Watching him work itself is a wonderful experience, very pleasurable experience. It's nice. Legend. We all agree to it. And watching, I've been lucky. I have to say that I have been lucky to watch these legends work. Mani Ratnam sir, Rajini sir, Kamal sir. I was not lucky that I couldn't work with Rajkumar sir, but Vishnuvardhan sir I got to work with, Amrish sir I got to work with. Huge talents and what personalities. And he is one of them. And what else? I've learned a lot just by looking at him working, you'll learn a lot. The
Right.
commitment, the energy that he shows, the way he pulls off something like Ponniyin Selvan, which was not at all possible.
It's a 5-part book into 2 films.
Yeah, not only that, something at that scale.
Yeah.
Needed this kind of cast also,
Correct.
this kind of everything, technicians, everybody, all big things, because everybody, it was everybody's dream. So, the main thing was he wanted everybody to be involved, because it was everybody's dream to make this film. That's why everyone came on board, even for a small role.
Right.
Like Parthiban sir did a very small role. So he told in the audio release, Parthiban sir, in his speech, he told அந்த பொன்னியின் செல்வன்ல இன்ன அந்த புள்ளி இருக்கும்னால அந்த புள்ளி மட்டும் தானா. I'm just that dot. But still I am fine with it, because it is the dream of Tamil cinema to bring on screen this epic. So to pull off something like this, only Mani Ratnam can do. So if you have to say something about him, so he is the only person capable of doing something at of this magnitude.
Great.
Yeah, super.
So hope you enjoyed this episode. For more such interesting content, subscribe to Deccan Herald.